Y'all hear me? Yep. Yo, what up, boys? I'm chilling, dude. I'm just looking to get some loot today, and I'm gonna do some dungeons in a bit. Thinking about hitting 175 mining real soon. And that's about it, man. Had a good night? Yeah, it's okay. Could be worse. Power went out earlier. That was exciting. But other than that, I've just been chilling, really. Tried an invasion yet? No, I haven't. I've just been leveling up my gear score. You see Miskiff stream? Man, what an idiot. What an idiot. Oh my god. Where to loot? No loot. Am I gonna get an invite to this? Looks like I'm not going to. Damn, bitch ass. What the fuck? What the fuck are you trying to hit me, dude? Stop. Damn, you're trying to go in. Fuck on the ground, bitch. You wearing a crown? Yeah, I look like an English king. The reason I'm wearing that crown is just because it gives me luck. The truth is, like, this boss is just so easy to kill that it doesn't really matter what I'm wearing. The interview was awesome today. Yeah. I hope so. I'm gonna have it uploaded onto YouTube so you guys can watch the actual, like, real version of it. And that's gonna happen probably in, realistically probably in a few hours. We might postpone it until the morning for analytics sake, but for the most part, that's kind of what our plan is. We had a little bit of a miscommunication with the upload planning. And because of that, it'll take a little bit longer. It's definitely my fault. Oh, good game. So glad we had a 10-hour maintenance the other day. Fix all these problems. Yeah, like, the thing is with the interview, like, the direction that I wanted to take it in was, like, you know, we're not, like, we don't understand Final Fantasy the same way that, like, Zeppla or Zeno or one of these other guys that, like, Rich plays with does. And so, like, I'm not going to sit there and ask, like, a bunch of questions about, like, specifics in the game because I just don't really know, right? I'll leave that to somebody who has a better understanding. And so we tried to ask the questions that I thought was interesting for us. And hopefully that was good enough. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Ooh, what the gun. What the gun is. What the gun is. That's a big good. Strength, intelligence. That's exactly what I want whenever I want to buy a gun. Strength and intelligence. It's a good thing to bring an outside view of the interview. Yeah, of course, man. That's the way I see it, too. How's the endgame in New World? So, basically, what I've been doing all day is there's a special area on the map, and I run to that area in the map, and we kill one named NPC, and that NPC spawns at the same time as the other NPC, and then we kill the other NPC, and then we go back and we glitch up through the wall, which is a little bit hard to do. Sometimes, like, getting these glitches is a little bit of a problem, but a good player can do it. Let's go ahead and see if we can do it here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. And there we go. Let's try and do this again. And I'm off the edge again. And so sometimes we get a little bit of a hop. There it is. And so we're not supposed to be here, but we're here. So basically what we do is we wait for this NPC to spawn. And then, voices was rough. Witcher. Oh, bro, how do you not like The Witcher? What do you mean? And so, basically what we do is this NPC is going to spawn. It's real easy to kill because it's hard to get to. And then it has a chance to drop loot, but we have to hit it really fast because if we don't, then, let me see. Do I have a spot? And so after we kill this, then we jump down, we kill the big boy again. And then after we kill the big boy again, then we go up here and we kill this one again. And then after we kill this one again, then we go down and we kill the big boy again. And then after we kill the big boy again, then we go back up and we kill this one again. Then after that, the big boy is of course spawned, because it spawns at the same time. And we kill that one. And then we go back up and we kill the little one. And been doing this for about 6 hours today. And so we've got another good 4 hours in the tank, ready to just kind of go to work. How long are the legendary quests? It's a good 6 to 7 hours of content. It takes you all over the map. You've got to kill a bunch of like rare areas. You can solo most of it if you've got good gear. Well, yeah, for real. Interesting game mechanics, yeah. The game mechanics are honestly the thing is, like, this type of design is it's stupid. I mean, it'll be on my channel. Yeah, it will. I shouldn't have moved out of that, but who cares? It doesn't matter. We'll kill him anyway. Waiting on a week to roll on a piece of loot. Yeah, I mean, everything's got its highs and lows, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I pretty much just spam him with heavy attacks until he gets stunned, and then I go back. I think what I want to do in just a little bit here is maybe do some chest farming. I'm gonna stream the PoE reveal tomorrow. I might, it depends. I've got some other stuff I want to do. You know, I've noticed that like a dodge is actually really good to reposition yourself. It's surprisingly useful. Where's my loot? Carved mask of the Sol. Oh, that's almost 560. That's a pretty good item right there. Got this one as well. Look at that. It's a pretty good item as well. 553. That's dog shit though. Unlock the bird for Adjet where you don't get staggered. Yeah, it's really fucking good. You enjoying New World? Yeah, it's alright. None of you idiots know what the mob is called? The Siren's what? Well, the reason I'm not saying it, I don't want more people to come over here because then it's just going to be annoying. But whenever we get too many people here, we'll probably go and just start farming some chests. Where would you rank this game compared to other MMOs? It's really hard to say because the game just came out, so it's like, this game, I mean, I've said this a million times, right? This game has so many fucking problems with it. However, it's also a new game. So like, how much leeway do you give a new game whenever it just comes out? And that depends, I think, with everybody, right? Like, how much do you think that a new game deserves to have time to grow, I guess. And my opinion on that is that, I mean, it's as simple to me as this. If the game is fun to play, then I play it. And if it's not fun to play, then I don't play it. That's it. That's literally it. Game has good foundation, just needs time to grow if they listen to the community. Yeah, I think that's the best way to say it, and I think that's very true. The game has a great foundation. It has one of the most promising foundations that we've seen to an MMO in a long time. And I think that's why so many people are optimistic about it. However, it does have a lot of work to go, and it does have a lot of time to improve for sure. MMOs have 3 to 6 months to prove their worth. Well, it's like, in a way, it's more important than an MMO proves itself 6 months down the line than it proves itself in release. Because the truth is, like, with MMOs, the biggest problem that MMOs have is longevity. Like, most releases for games are good for MMOs, right? You've got the population, you've got everybody in the honeymoon phase, everything's new, you know, everything's beautiful and nothing hurts, right? It's a very calm, just enjoyable thing. Did I get any loot? No, of course not. What a piece of shit game. Anyway, but then after you play it a little bit more, and you know, you start looking at the intricacies of the system, and you're like, okay, well, why is it that the best way to farm here is spam killing 2 NPCs that are target dummies? Why is that the best way to farm gear in the game? And that's a good question. I think that's a really good question. Closest thing to a rat in the world? Probably like using the Great Hammer or something? I don't know. Hard to say. I wasn't even in that. Actually, I was, let's be honest. But yeah, I mean, I have faith that the game will get better and everything like that. And if it doesn't, then who cares? I just go play another game. It's that simple. I think a lot of people in MMOs, they spend too much time and they get too worried about like their time investment inside of MMOs itself. And for me, I look at it as just, wow, I didn't get anything from either one of those. What a stupid game. Anyway, so I look at it as like, is this an experience that I am generally enjoying? Like, this right now is like not really super enjoyable, but it's like a grind that's like in a way relaxing. You know, you can be excited about like, oh, maybe you get like X or Y cool thing or whatever, but overall, I mean, it's pretty boring. But I would say, like, in how many hours have I played the game now? 338 hours. I would say that I probably enjoyed about 300 of those hours, which is pretty good. Yeah, and I think 300 hours for 40 bucks is pretty fucking good. Like, that's basically, that's what they pay people to make Nike shoes, so I think that's pretty good. and Adidas, and Apple, pretty much everything. What do you think about the Finkel Elderhorn changes, if someone hasn't already asked? I think that the people that have a problem with that kind of stuff are terminally online Twitter activist types that take everything really seriously and don't have any friends in real life. They don't understand social context, they don't understand anything. They never give people who they even slightly disagree with the benefit of the doubt, that they're not just being terrible people. They just immediately go like aggro on something out of nowhere. They're usually mentally unstable, and nobody wants to be around them, which is what led them to the internet in the first place. And I think that's really, that's what's behind these changes. This is the manifestation of mental illness. Shit's hard though. Am I just autistic? I don't get it. No, bro, it's not about that, because like here's the difference is like for me, like there's a lot of times I've thought I was autistic, right? Or I had Asperger's. Like I don't know. Like I mean, I think there's a very good chance that I could have it. I don't think about it because it doesn't really matter if I have it or not. Really, it's you can't like take a medicine for it or whatever. But the difference is that whenever I feel like I'm not really in a place to understand something, what I do, just a second. Fuck, I missed it. That's so annoying. If I feel like I really don't understand something and everything like that, what I do is I don't talk about it and I try not to make decisions for it. And the way that I do, like, so like if I knew that like I didn't understand the context or I'm not very good with social interactions, I would try to avoid them. And at least avoid, you know, putting myself as an authority figure in them. And I think an example of this is like, I've said multiple times that I don't really feel like I come across very well on IRL streams because I'm very reserved. I'm very, I don't think the word is shy, but I don't talk to people unless they talk to me. I'm not an outgoing person at all, and I'm uncomfortable in situations where some people are. So I'm not I don't like doing that, and so because of that I usually don't spend a lot of time doing IRL streams because I know that it's a weakness of mine and it's not something I'm good at. And I think that really this is an example of like imagine if I'm constantly doing IRL streams and then trying to make rules for other people doing IRL streams, right, and telling other people, oh, you shouldn't talk to people in public, you shouldn't, you know, try to start a conversation with a stranger in public because this is something that would bother me personally. And I think that's really what's happening, right, is you're having people that have personal problems and they're using that as a reason to change everything. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a roundabout way of explaining it, but hopefully you guys can understand where I'm going for. See if I got a better item level for this. Come on, 23. Ooh. That's still a 555. I have a 553. It's just, I really want to get up to that 23 Constitution. I might use this, I'm not sure. I'll have to see what it looks like. Someone posting your personal shit into social stuff is always kind of shit, I get that much. Yeah, exactly. And I think that again, like whenever you take this to its logical conclusion, what you end up with is nothing. So if people are injecting their own personal agendas into things, then that has no end point because there's no basis of justification that's objective. It's all subjective feelings. So, for example, somebody could have been abused a lot whenever they were a kid because their parents were alcoholics, and this happens to many people, because of that, the Brewfest micro holiday or holiday event makes them uncomfortable. The way that people act while they're drunk in the game, it makes them very uncomfortable, and it brings that up to them. And I think that's an example of, and this is an example of a real trauma that occurs. And I think that this person removing alcohol from the game would remove that trauma in a way. It's a valid way of feeling, but is the way that you feel a rationalization and enough of a justification to remove something for everyone? And I think this is where the self-centeredness, and this is where the entitlement and narcissism of the developers comes into play. Because not only are they saying that this makes me uncomfortable, but I am now an authority on what makes people uncomfortable, and I'm going to remove it for you because I understand you better than you do. You understand? Protest Sister Zoe, so you trying to chat? I know, it's crazy. I actually talked to a girl. Can you believe that? Wow. That's so crazy. That's unbelievable. I sure hope my Reddit doesn't make a big deal out of it. Yeah, I can sometimes do that. It's not for you. If you don't agree with them, they consider you an enemy. That's right, because the people have... This is the same as, like, religious extremism. And there's a lot of similarities, like political and religious extremism. If you disagree or you deviate even slightly, like if you go back and you look at, for example, like different sects of Christianity, many of the sects of Christianity actually have very small differences. Whenever you really take into account like the entire body of beliefs, and then you just you take that and then you juxtapose that with the amount of things that they don't have similar in belief structure, there's a massive amount of people that basically believe all the same stuff. So what I'm saying is that but this was not enough for religious people, and they went and they made their own thing, right? Whether it's Baptist, Presbyterian, Catholic, Evangelical, born again Christians, a Church of Latter-day Saints. You know, there's a million different examples of this. Lutheran, yeah, and the examples go on and on and on. And these are all really, whenever you think about it, splitting hairs, because the core body of belief is basically the same. But, you know, these people hate each other. And, not hate each other, but they are not necessarily friendly with each other in some ways. That's why they're not in the same church. So the point that I'm making with all of this is that whenever you deviate from what people believe to be morally righteous or morally just, especially people that don't really have any sense of don't have any sense of perspective. They don't have any sense of really, ironically, empathy, because they can't really look at something from another person's perspective. So you can't explain it to them because they've already made up their mind. Is this an elite area? Yeah, it is. Those who do not have a moral compass. Well, these people have a moral compass that's so strong that if you deviate from that at all, you're evil, right? If let's say you're at the top there, like you're at 285 and they're at west, even if you're at 285, you might as well just be completely fucking wrong, right? You might as well be going east. That's completely the opposite, right? There's like no allowance for deviation or questioning of the narrative. Type of empathy can be deeply inside of people who want to dehumanize people who disagree with them. Well, yeah, of course, because it's easier to do things that way, right? It's in a way like what makes a story like Lord of the Rings very simple and pure is the fact that like Sauron is evil. There's no, you know, Melkor is not misunderstood. He was just wrong, right? He's just evil, and that's it. And usually life is not that simple. You see what games that's Lord of the Rings? No, I didn't. But anyway, I don't really care. It's whatever to me. Game of Warrington was just misunderstood. Yeah, sure. So yeah, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil, right? And that makes Star Wars interesting. And I think that there's room in the world for both types of stories, but I think that one can definitely be more compelling. But each one has its own value. So anyway, the point that I'm making with all of this is that even if you deviate from this at all, you're seen as an enemy. So this is how extremism occurs, because it's self-radicalizing. Because once the group adopts an idea, anybody who does not adopt the idea is no longer part of the group. So it just makes shared beliefs like way stronger. Yeah, othering of people and everything like that. You're right. I thought I was out of that one. Not too bad. Thought for sure I was out of that one. I'm fucking up. Basketball player who's vaccine. Yeah, well the thing is you have to understand about like a lot of people like that is that these are people who just like don't like I read about that, I saw that, and of course you know it's just stupid, but the thing is that a lot of the people that have opinions about this kind of stuff, like these people, and this is what I said about like medical stuff, like with my mom for example, is like I don't really try to figure a lot of it out myself, even though I want to, because I don't have the body of knowledge that surrounds the idea that I'm reading about to allow me to process it correctly. Like I don't really know what's being said whenever you know, whenever something like that's, you know, being read or understood. It's like you're basically you're understanding like 2% of something. And so you have people that and this is like just a general issue in overall, right, is that there are no in society now there's no objective reality, right? People have like their own world that they live in, and people live what they call their own truth, which is also called a delusion in many cases. If your mom's doing better? Yeah, obviously I call all the time. I want to see her tomorrow. What was your item level if I start farming here? It honestly wasn't that much better. I feel like I haven't really made that much progress. Yeah, I mean the truth is like 5:30, this sucks. I mean like This is complete fucking garbage. 559, I mean, yeah, I guess that's kind of good. Let's see. 557, who cares? 546, I mean, these are slightly better, but I feel like my progress today hasn't really been that great. Is Amarine a good farm for mid-level 20s? I wouldn't recommend farming any expedition, honestly. I would recommend just turning in items and quests and doing it that way. And it'll be faster and you'll get better gear overall. There's nothing really in the game that's challenging enough that requires you to have 370 item level gear to do it at level 25. You gonna farm chests? I'll go. Yeah, I'm gonna farm chests. I'll probably do this like, I don't know, a few more times. And then I'll start farming chests. You might server don't like to cooperate, trying to solve these Shadow Mountain quests. Just find other people or get ready to transfer, right? Hey, legendary drops? No. Explain a gear score system. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that'll do a better job than I will. But basically, you have to loot gear, like actually loot from your character, not from a quest or anything like that, but literally loot it yourself. And by looting that gear, you loot better gear. You loot good gear to loot better gear, and you loot better gear to loot even better gear. It's like an internal, like, scaling mechanism, kind of. Sounds like Destiny system. A lot of people say it's the same thing. Buying faction gear count? It has to be looted from an NPC or from a chest. Faction gear and anything that you get from like a vendor or whatever does not count. Chests, as far as I know, like the little boxes that you open in your inventory, I don't know if that counts, but I think that it does. I have a feeling that it does. Where's the loot? Harvester shoes, that's pretty good. 533, that's not as good. 549, that's a decent number. You love to see it. What about crafted gear? No, they're all separate. Really silly that gear you craft doesn't count for it. I actually disagree. I think that like having two separate paths of progression, like where some people make progression through like killing NPCs and doing dungeons, and other people make progression through doing crafted gear. I think that's fair. Yeah, it would be too OP. Who if there's a chance you guys might die? We basically, we figured out a way to pretty much kill this NPC really easily. It's actually cool to have two separate ways of progression. Yeah, I agree. I think it's good. Isn't all the crafted gear BOP? A lot of the super high-end crafted gear is BOP, but there's Ori Chalcum or whatever the stuff is. That stuff is not. You can trade that. I hate how useless the gear you craft is while leveling. I think it's just really hard to have good crafted gear while leveling because, like, usually the difference between crafted gear and and like the gear that you get on your own is like very minimal, and then because that difference is minimal, it's not worth the opportunity cost. So like, you know, do you want to spend 2 hours crafting a piece of gear, or do you want to level up to where you would just loot a better piece of gear? That's why. Gain 200 armoring, requires over 300k rawhide. 300k rawhide actually doesn't seem like that much to me. You can probably farm that out in like 10 days if you're playing a lot. Upcoming event allows you to earn some of the Beast Tribe mounts without their rep. You haven't seen it? No, I haven't seen that actually. I might do that. Do you think it'll retain its player base? I don't know. There's a chance. I'm gonna do one more rotation after this, and then we're gonna go open up some chests. Retain the casual player base. I actually think this is a great game for casuals, personally. It's very simple. I think that the low-level experience of this game is actually superior than the high-level experience of the game. I think the game decreases in quality once you get up to a higher level because it becomes very repetitive. So I think that, yeah, I think New World is actually a very good game for casuals. I think it's people like me who are the ones who are frustrated. You know, the no-lifers, basically. Alright, one more, then we'll go ahead and open up some chests. Is a controller game? They made it that way on purpose? I hope so. I think that all games... I would want any game to be compatible with console. I think that's a good thing. 547? Okay, that's good. That's a fucking improvement. I'm happy to see it. Alright, what about this one here? Luck. Alright, it's pretty much what I already have. Well, it's 2.5 one way or another. Doesn't really matter. I guess I'll just put this on and then disenchant this one. Strength and focus, reinforced harvesting. I don't know if that's good or not. Carved mask of the scholar. 562. You love to see it. Tried to tank Guardian well. I couldn't see a single thing. I was either backed into a wall or stuck on something and couldn't move. It was terrible. Yeah, and I think that I said this before, right, is that the New World community and the MMO community in general, I think, has a huge problem with celebrating things that are, and taking pride in overcoming bad design. And I think that that pride that the MMO community has with overcoming bad design actually serves to make improving in games and making games better a lot harder to do. What, in-game bosses are just too big? Well, it's not that they're too big, it's that their tells are not very well telegraphed in some cases. And also, like with the Well Guardian, for example, the big problem with Well Guardian is just colors. It's kind of the same problem that like some bosses in like Bloodborne has, for example, where like you're fighting a gray boss in a gray room and you have a gray weapon and your character is gray. And because like the color palette is so similar, it makes it harder to discern what you're avoiding and what you're not avoiding. Yeah, the air is gray. Yeah, everything in Bloodborne is gray and black and basically in some form of grayscale. and it does make legibility in the game harder, right? And like you can even take like an example of like the Lost Center. Like of course you can light the candles and it makes it easier, but if you don't have that, it's going to be very hard to see what he's doing. This is how what I'm wearing. It's just for luck. It's nothing special. Former bosses do you think of specifically? I think Bloodstar Beast has a problem with that, and Amelia too, but Amelia doesn't really because it's such an easy boss. Outside of that, I mean, like, you compare, like, the visual distinction of something like Lawrence versus something like Bloodstar Beast. I think that one is just so much easier to see than the other. It doesn't necessarily, I mean, I could say Lawrence is a lot harder. But actually, I don't know. Probably at that point in time, more people would watch Bloodstar Beast. It's hard to say. Alright. Let's see what we're gonna get here. Down so many times. The yellow bar right below his health and above his level. What we get? Oh, I got 2 curvy boys. All right, let's do it again. This is how they get you. Oh wow, 556. Look at that. That's crazy. That's actually a good item. That's not though. Oh, this is just better than what I have. Did the interview change your opinion on everything? No, I think that the interview went exactly as I had hoped that it would. I think Yoshida, like, he understands. I think that, like, him not really having a filter on saying things that I think especially like a lot of other development studios wouldn't really say. Like he basically said in the interview, he's like you play some games and you wonder if the developers have even played it before. And it's like true, right? I mean, like, yes, obviously, right? And it's like everybody like that's played a lot of video games can think of like 3 or 4 fucking examples of this right off the top of their head. And it's like this is something that would only really be said by somebody who plays a lot of video games and really understands the space very well. And I think that was really refreshing, and I in general enjoyed the interview a lot. I liked him a lot. I think it went really it went as good as it could have gone, and I think that was very good. You should say you want to try New World after its pre-expansion release is over. Well, of course, right? I mean, like, I think that a lot of MMO players want to try the new MMOs, especially a big one like New World. Even if they don't necessarily think it's going to be super good or anything, they just want to try it out to see what it's going to be like, just to get an idea. And I think it's the same for a lot of us, right? I mean, a lot of you guys probably tried out New World. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it, right? But you probably tried it out because, like, you know, a lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people are playing it. Let's see what's going to happen. Sven said no. Well, he's been very busy. And you guys can see all that busyness and hard work paid off today. He's such a great host. I'm so glad that that SFan got Loot Goblins as a show, because we weren't really sure whose stream we were going to put it on and who was going to host it. But after seeing today, I'm 100% confident that it was the right decision to put SFan in the driver's seat. It was just so good. I missed it there. I should have gone for the light attack. SOTK show so far. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, obviously everybody worked really hard on it, and this has been something we've just spent a lot of money on too, honestly. And so the success that we saw with it today was a big cause for celebration. Everybody's really happy. There's some like small things that I would want to change, and you know, I'm going to talk with the team about that probably in the next couple of days. But at the end of the day, it's not really my show, so if they disagree with that, people that are actually running and working on the show, then you know, fuck you, Asmon. We're going to do what we want to do, and I'm totally okay with that. It's just my opinion. Alright, give me the loot. Alright, no loot, let's go. Yep, it's time to leave. Anybody who wants to come with me, I'm gonna go and do the elite area over here and run through and get all the chests. Do we even have enough people that want to do that? Yeah, I'm not sure if we even do. I'll be down, haven't hit him yet? Okay. Yeah, let's go. Asking for suggestions or a one away. What do you think right now? Measure that. Yeah, yeah. Go, my dude. Yeah, sure. If somebody drops, I'll get you in. I'm just gonna meet up with everybody in town and then we'll go. Let's show at the backseating. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that's good too. Because like the backseating stuff with Final Fantasy can be a little bit oppressive, and I think that for new players it could be overwhelming. So it's good to have him say that. I don't think it's necessarily people that are bad or anything like that. It's just that they're just really enthusiastic and they just want everybody to have the experience that they did. And I think that's it's a nice thing, but the truth is that like not everybody has to have the same experience that you did. I think it's a problem. Like this is like the same issue that I think that the classic WoW community and the Dark Souls community has, is that because the games were just so impactful for certain people, those people are just really outspoken about wanting other people to play the game the exact same way that they did the first time. And I actually think that's not healthy. Turn down the game volume? Yeah, sure. There we go. I think that should be a little bit better. Venue, tell the community that for a while, I'm sure. Wait to see you back to Palace of the Dead. Yeah, I'll probably do that soon. I've had enough stress in my real life. I don't need any new ones, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Prefer to do it as only offer help if requested from me. Well, like if I know somebody is doing something that's like a bad idea, right? Like if you kill like Guinevere after you what do you call it? Or like killing Andre or killing like an important NPC or something like that in Dark Souls, I would consider that like something I would tell somebody, yeah, don't do that. But other than that, I mean, yeah. It's fair, yeah. Just like a thing that would like handicap them. Game's changed so much since I played it. Well, yeah, of course, right? And so is everybody else, and everybody's different, so it's really hard to do the same thing. What's the cat girls? They're going to be probably in the store for $29.99 soon enough. I'm going to go turn in this quest, get some gear banked, and then we're going to start. Here's this interview developers, major games. Yeah, I mean, I think that Rich and I, we play a lot of video games, and I think we also talk about a lot of video games, and we're just really... I think that we're good at talking about the games, right? And we're good at giving insight into them and just making that kind of content. I think that we do a very good job at it, honestly. I'm gonna throw all this stuff away. Okay. Oh my god, I'm just so overwhelmed with items. I'm just gonna deposit everything that's not locked. Okay, what are the ones that I want to hold on to? Mostly nothing. Okay. Oh, it's all this timber. That's what's holding up the weight. Oh, and the smelting as well. Oh my god. The refining reagents. Not, oh my god, I've got so much stuff. Okay. Alright, let's go, guys. Actually, let me go turn this quest in, then we'll go. Yeah, put on all your luck gear, guys. Try not to be a complete useless piece of shit, because some of the bosses in here are kind of annoying. But other than that, you should be fine.
Ah, of course.
Make sure I get that quest done. See what this is. Salvage. And it's disenchanted. Wait, why can I not salvage this? What the hell? Why am I not able? Whatever, who cares? Alright, let's go. Elden Ring needs to come out already? Yeah, I'm excited for that. For sure. Yeah, so we're gonna meet up right over there, okay? Max repair parts? No, you can still salvage things if you're at max repair parts. Weather's still stormy? As far as I know, yeah, I haven't been outside. Mobs reset if you prone on a box or on high ground? Sometimes they do, yeah. If you want to reset a mob, get on an area that it can't hit you from and start hitting it, because that triggers a reset in the system. Elden Ring, Dark Souls 4, just made by the same company. It's made by the same company. It's a new IP, and I'm sure that, like, I don't know, maybe there could be like some overlap. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't, or I would be surprised if there wasn't like a couple of, you know, like connections, but I think that, yeah, pretty much Elden Ring is going to be its own thing. It's kind of like Bloodborne, right? Like Bloodborne's its own like unique thing. It's going to be probably Dark Souls 4 in essence, but it's not the Dark Souls universe. What's about? Yeah, like, yeah, Moonlight Greatsword's going to be in the game, 100%. Okay. Let's go, guys. First one's right over here. And you can just follow me, by the way. Another one's over here. Oh, there's a bag. Let me go get that. I don't really need to loot green items, but I might as well. These mobs are really annoying, by the way, so just get used to it. There's like 20 of them. Don't bother skinning them either. They don't give you anything good. It's just the same weird wood and life essence thing. One over here. I'm like playing Minesweeper right now. Let me actually, do I have a great axe with me? No, I don't. I guess if I loot one, I'll use it. So weird asking you to tell someone to follow you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had to do that, huh? Oh. Copter's hat. And it's actually really good. Just pick up some more mobs. Yeah, these mobs are really annoying to kill. Hopefully we can just like group them up. After this, let me do the pulls here. It's just easier and simpler if we don't have to deal with the ads at the same time as the boss. I know obviously all you guys are just super good and you can handle it, but just in case. Oh, this boss's charge does a lot of damage, so just keep that in mind. I'll handle him. This is no joke, man. Look at the heavy attacks don't even matter. He's just got so much stamina. I'm dead. Just keep rezzing people, it's not a big deal. Yeah, don't even worry about hitting him with heavies. Just do your max DPS. Look how little damage he's taking too. Oh, there we go. Now he's taking big damage. You have to remember, like, this is, look at all these mobs, right? Or all these players, like, and this is all these people up against this one boss. Because he's got, so hardy makes him have more health and armored makes him take less damage, right? Kind of obvious. And, so this thing just has, like, a ridiculous amount of health. This is like a 5-man boss, and it's just taking as much time as it would take, you know, a 20-man to do it. It's insane. And he's just like killing everybody. Excuse me. Don't pull him too far away or he's gonna reset. Good job, this boss sucks. Okay. Come get the 2 chests over here. Whenever we break this, we have to all move in at the same time. 533, that's not too bad. I guess I'll use this. I'll equip this instead of my hatchet. And I can use this just to level it up. No, I got a better one. Thank you, though. Alright, everybody run in at the same time. Break it. This is where the NPCs have a little bit more health. So big damage. As always. I think there may be a chest up on this other side. I'm gonna go ahead and just double check. Yeah, there is. Let's go pick this one up too. Okay. You liking endgame so far? There's positives and negatives. I feel like I haven't really made a lot of progress. I feel like endgame, like, it's very hard to work towards things, and the things that you work towards don't really improve your character a whole lot. Another chest over here. Alright, let's kill these guys. Would you recommend to wait to buy New World? I think if you're gonna play it, you should play it now, because this is whenever everybody else is playing it, and the best time to play an MMO is like near release. What's my advice? Yeah, if you're gonna play it, do it now. Let me pull these. If the boss gets pulled, actually, let's just, I think we can probably just run in and AoE everything down. Just spam heavies on the boss to stun it, okay? Yeah, everybody run in. It does a lot of damage, so spam them. It's the big tentacle, by the way. Huh. Spam the heavies. Should not have pulled them all at the same time. Kill those ads. Try to pull that elder away. Okay, that's a stun right there. Go ahead and get Tyrant. There's just, there's no way to fucking... How we doing? Oh my god. Just keep killing the boss. Spam res on people. Try to avoid the slicers and hit them with the heavies as much as you guys can, okay? This is actually good that he ran away. Yeah, we shouldn't have pulled them with the ads. It's not even any of this, it's these things here. They do so much damage, it's insane. Keep it up, we're doing really well. Hopefully this will be a kill. Got it, good job guys. No loot. Great. Yeah, it's like the damage that does is just like ridiculous. I think the slicers are too strong. They probably should like probably should make them spawn less often. Just get me up. The reason why the slicers are too strong is because they scale with the attack power of the NPCs. So if the NPC does a lot of damage, the slicer does a lot of damage. So because of the scaling, sometimes they're just like ridiculously powerful and sometimes they're just nothing. They should have a baseline value, I think. Man, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like, this place sucks. Like, I didn't realize it was this bad. We only got 2 good chests. Yeah, this is the, it's a tuning orb. I haven't done this one before. I don't know what it does. Okay. Yeah, this place fucking sucks. How do you guys feel about doing, Malevolence? You guys want to go and do Malevolence? Because we didn't do that yesterday. I'm down. Okay, let's go do Malevolence. I'm gonna just teleport over. Let's meet up. Everybody meet up over in Valor Hold. And we'll give everybody, like, I don't know, 10 minutes to get there. Yeah, it's in Eden Grove. It's the middle. It's the big tower in the middle. 65 portals not worth it? No, they don't work right now. Okay, let's see if I got anything good. Garbage, garbage. 550 gun. That's good to see. 553. 533. Let's see. 550. 528. 559. Alright, that's not too bad. Luck again. I'm gonna just put that on, actually. Okay. Maelstrom. I don't really care too much about that. Strength Dex. That's pretty good. Intelligence. This is Garbo. I don't really think anybody's gonna buy that. Logging luck, but it doesn't have Constitution on it, I don't think, so I got rid of it. Okay, nice. Dude, I just have so much stuff, man.
Hey, big you.
It's insane. Was that? Oh, it's just somebody on voice chat. It's not a big deal. Okay. I'm gonna throw away all these iron hides. And the thick hides. I really don't need these at all. They're just so easy to farm and there's just no reason to have them. Oh, that's how it went up so high. Okay, we should be good now. Put some more of this stuff in here. I'll put that shield in there too. Just gonna vendor this. It's not that good. Strength Constitution. This is actually a really good sword. Just get rid of that one too. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at the stats on that. That's insane. It's big good. Alright, and how much does it cost to teleport over to Eden Grove? 129? Yeah, I'll spend it. I got pots tier 5. Yeah, I'd probably use some of those, but I don't like using the expensive potions. Why are you always thinking nobody wants this? Just put the item on the auction house at a low price and your mind will be free. Why are you stressing yourself? You want that 550 musket? No, do you? Because it doesn't matter, because it just got vendored. Sorry. Here's the thing, is that every single time that I do something, that's time. And every time I do a thing, that's an opportunity that I could have to do something else. But I'm choosing to do that one thing, and by doing that one thing, I am not doing another thing. So if I were to invest, let's say 30 seconds into every single time that I want to sell an item, if I do that, and I have, let's say, 60 items, or realistically 120 items, which I very easily get every single day, that's going to be 1 hour of listing items. You understand? That's scaling time investment. Imagine how much we lost explaining it. None, because we're waiting on other people and I also have auto run on. Wrong. Idiot. I logged into the TBC Classic and got depressed as fuck. Stormwind's empty as hell. Dude, like, I am just, it's just... Man. It's because everybody's in the end in chat wrath. Oh, I'm sure that's what it is. Yeah. To be fair, though, I think there are a lot of people that are playing TBC. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there are close to as many people playing TBC as there are playing retail WoW. And, you know, 6 months ago, I would have never said that. Reddit is designing the game, but no one's gonna play it. I don't really care. Like, the people that are running the game are morons. That's really all it comes down to. There's really, in my opinion, nothing else to be said. They're just morons. Truth is, though, one really unfortunate reality of, like, a lot of these, like, stupid, like, you know, political correctness changes. One positive that a lot of people are just completely ignoring is that Blizzard's actually changing a lot of things inside of the game that is good. Like, and it feels like the changes that are being made because somebody played it and they were like, wow, this sucks. And I think that's good. Obviously, like, everybody, like, hates WoW right now, and I think they have a good reason to. But the truth is they have been doing a lot of good things too. But nobody cares about that because people really, really, really don't like being talked down to, just in general. And especially whenever they're being talked down to. We're gonna kill this guy. Just wait in front of him. He does a lot of damage. Whenever he does this slam, just run away from him. Well, nerds certainly don't like it. Well, yeah, of course not, right? I think there's a lot of, like, gamers that just don't like that stuff in general. And I think that they have every right to not like it. And I agree with them. Alright, let's go. Oh, heavy attacks, boys. I soloed this guy in beta. It took too long. Like, I'm not even kidding you, it probably took 20 minutes. Oh, whenever he does that slam, you can't be in front of him, or it just, like, insta-gives you. WoW community's forgiving, but only if the game's good. Yeah, exactly. NFL released the ads, no more violence against women. Yeah, or like, I remember Gillette did something like that too. And I think the really offensive thing is that as like a guy or as like a whichever group is being patronized, the implication with those kinds of statements is that I as a person need them. You know, it's like if you told a parent like not to abuse their kids or not to like inappropriately touch their kids, I think that many parents would be extremely offended that you even suggested that this is something that would even cross their mind. And I think there's a lot of people that feel the same way. And I think that's why it's so offensive to people, is the implication that they need to be told that. Yeah, famous football guy told me to be good, so now I'm good. It's like if you told, like there's almost no other case where telling people categorically, a group of people categorically, that some sort of stereotypical behavior, even if it's reinforced in like truth to some degree, to stop doing it. Because an individual is never responsible for their group's behavior. An individual can only ever be responsible for their own behavior. So it's patronizing in a very bad way. What the fuck do I have to do here? Whatever. These mobs have pretty low health pools, so whenever we can, let's try to group up as many of them as possible. That way we can just make it easier on ourselves. Also after this, let's drop down. Everybody drop down. Trust me on this, okay? There's a boss right over here. I get to a point, same time, game is and was a fantasy game. I think fantasy should have become political correct. I mean, yeah, I think nobody wants that. And also, like, I think this is an example of the customer is always right. Where just because the Blizzard people think this is a good idea doesn't necessarily mean it's a good idea. Because they're not really the audience. They're just a small group of people. But yeah, just like in general, that kind of stuff I think is very offensive to people because of the implication that people need to hear it. You go do a tank guide, or is there something you follow for tanking? I mean, you just hit the mobs, man. You hit the mobs, you get a lot of health. It's not rocket science. There he is. Let's kill him. Take no action, take little action as feedback comes in. Now ever listen to feedback. I think that it's just an example of the developers thinking that they're better and smarter than the players. In my opinion, I think that it's literally that simple, and there's nothing else really more to it than that. I think that a lot of the developer team probably actively resents the fact that their player base doesn't support these decisions and dislikes their own player base. And it's always bad whenever you have, like, whenever the people that you're trying to make a product for, you actively dislike them. Alright, let's go. A lot of chests in this area, by the way. We'll pick up some of them. There's 2 over here. Fuck. Missing an execute feels so bad. Oh, almost got killed by that. Watch out, boys. What's left for content at this point? Nothing really. I just keep doing the same stuff. It's just I just like playing the game just to. I need to do actually crafting. That's what I really need to do. I'm trying to remember where to go. Yeah, it's up here. Let's try to skip as much as possible, by the way. Unless it's like just so we can save time moving around, because I have a lot of places that I want to go today. We're gonna go and do Nilo Village after this, and then we'll do Shattered Mountain, etc. Great job. Good job. So glad I'm not playing WoW. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that feel that way, and as I said, it's just man, it's just a fucking shame. I think that's really the best way I could put it. It's just a huge fucking shame. But it doesn't really matter anymore, I guess. I think the silver lining in all of this is that I think this has allowed a lot of people to discover a lot of other games that they can really enjoy too, right? I'm not just saying like Final Fantasy, but there's other games as well, like whether it's New World, whether it's Guild Wars 2 even, right? There's a lot of people that have been playing that. I know Stacey played it. And like even like other games outside of that, like I started playing Hades, and I played through all of Hades. And it's a good thing. And I think that, you know, I try to, it's hard to do in a lot of cases, but I try to look on the positive side of a lot of things. And I think that there is a positive side to this. Wait a second, I'm trying to remember where to go. Yeah, it's this way. I think. Yeah, it's this way. What allegiance? Yeah, it's like I don't think that you should have allegiance to brands. Brand allegiance is there are a few things that are as pathetic as brand allegiance. But yeah, I think a lot of people should look past MMOs as well. And if you're looking for a game and you're like, oh, I don't know what I want to play or whatever, don't just look at MMOs. There's so many other games out there that you can play. And there's no reason that it has to be an MMO. With this one, it's going to be a really big bear. But this bear is easier than the last bear, so I'm not going to explain it a whole lot. You guys will figure it out, it'll be fine. My slash played. On Steam, I have 138 hours. That's a pretty good one. He's armored, so use magic if you can. It seems like this one's stamina bar is also very high, so we can just attack it normally. It's funny how like this one does like less than half as much damage as the other NPC in Reek Water. Shouldn't it be more hours than that? I don't know. Good job, guys. You got any good loot? Nope. Great game. Alright, let's kill this bear over here too. And again with these bears, make sure that we hit them with magic if you guys have any magic. Is this overworld? Yeah, this is an outdoor area. Let's go down here. It's easier to DPS something with so many players that are not in a group but a dungeon with the body blocking. It's really annoying. Yeah, body blocking in PvE needs to go. I've said that before. It's just it's not fun. You can make an argument about strategy all you want, but I just don't think it's fun. Walk around them. Oh wait, come back. Let's get this one. Oh, double boxes. Oh, we aggroed them, of course. Go kill it. Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna come back out. I'm coming back out. Don't get blighted. Or not? Okay. Yeah, don't get blighted. Trust me, you don't want to get blighted. What a piece of shit. I'm gonna get blighted. And there we go. Just wait for everybody else. What do we get? 501s. Do not link gear that's under 550. Please. Where's white person? Do you want that one? Congrats. Let's go kill this thing. Blight doesn't need to be in the game. Yeah, I think Blighted sucks too. The reason why I think it sucks is because there's no real, like, counterplay around it. Like, what you do is you get blighted and you just use the potion, and then the mechanic doesn't exist. So it's like, okay, this is a big problem, and then you use the solution that the game created, and now the big problem doesn't exist at all. Like, there's no like usage of game mechanics. There's no critical thinking involved. There's nothing. You just click the button, and it removes the mechanic. Like, I just think that's so garbage. It's the same thing, honestly, about corruption. I think corruption sucks, but I think blighted is actually even worse. I mean, it's a dot. Well, it's not really just a dot. Blighted has 3 components to it. Blighted reduces your healing taken, it reduces your damage done, and it deals damage to you. So it does all 3 of those things. A lot of people don't know that. That's an endgame? No, I don't think that it is. I think I'll give an example, like a similar thing that I think is bad, is magic damage in Valheim. Magic damage in Valheim, I think, sucks. The reason why it sucks is it's too powerful whenever you don't have potions, and it's too weak whenever you do. You just get potions, and then you never die. Like that, and then, like, the mechanic is effectively gone. I don't like whenever there are, like, binary solutions. And I feel like Blighted just is a problem that there is a binary solution for. Gotta play a little bit safe here. Somebody texted me and I legitimately thought it was a roach crawling on me. Freaked me out. No, I'm very critical of New World, but I think this is actually one of the examples of the entire, like, this entire structure and everything about it, I think is so well designed. I think it's really, really cool. And this is my favorite part of it right here, because so you can't go up the normal way, so you have to use the climbing mechanic to go around on the sides. And in doing that, you get to go out and, like, look out into the distance and see where you're at in the scope of, like, the world and everything. I think it's just such a cool idea. It's so well designed, in my opinion. Let's go to the other side and kill those guys. Everybody group up over here. This is going to be the last boss, so let's make sure we do it right. This thing is prone to resetting, so let's keep him inside the circle that he spawns in. And also just try to heavy attack him as much as possible, so he spends his little time moving, and so he can't reset. Stole that from Dark Souls. I feel like Dark Souls doesn't really have a lot of climbing mechanics, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to spawn a few waves of these enemies, and then it's going to spawn the big boss. He's the big giant that we fought out there, but he's got a different name. His name's Malevolence instead of whatever the fuck the other guy's name is. Blaine's. Good job, guys. A lot of fall mechanics in Souls though? Yeah, but ironically the fall mechanics in this game don't matter because fall damage isn't really a thing. So whenever the big boy spawns, again, it's going to be after I think this wave here. That's whenever I want you guys to just spam the heavies on him, okay? Oh, one more. Oh, fuck. Now, there he is. There's the big boy right there. Get him down to the middle. Get those heavy attacks on him. Let's go. There we go. Spam them, guys. Spam them. The moment that he gets up, start charging another one. He can't reset if he's dead. Let's try to move him over towards the middle of the room. He's going to reset here, I'm pretty sure, after this one. This is probably a reset here. Let's see. This is usually, yeah, that's his animation that he does before he resets. I said keep him in the middle of the room. You guys didn't do it. The reason I say these things is because it's important to do them. I'm not just saying them because I'm just trying to fill dead air in the stream. Yeah, keep him in the middle, guys. It's annoying. I know it's annoying. Trust me, this is... if it makes you feel any better, it was even worse in beta. He would just despawn randomly about like 30 seconds into the fight. And we had to bring like 100 people to kill him. I guess he doesn't take stamina damage during that. Get him towards the middle, boys. Oh, got him. Nice job, guys. Did anybody get any loot? No, of course not. Alright, let's go over here. I think there's like another chest over here. Judgment of Malevolence. What's this? That's garbage. Okay. I'm trying to remember if there's other elite chests down here or not. I guess not. And yeah, you can go over here, and we're gonna go over to Nilo Village. Actually, I guess we could go. I don't know. I don't know if it's up yet. Here, let's get up to here. Let's go to the other side. Yeah, this is what I think the game really excels at. Is the world building is, in my opinion, phenomenal. I love it. Okay. You remember back whenever you were a kid and your mom said, if all your friends were jumping off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge too? All right. Well, let's go, guys. Come on, chest here. I don't know how to get it. Wait, what? Never mind. Where's the chest? Okay, let's go over to... Yeah, let's jump off this way. Alright. Everybody wait together. Alright, when I jump, everybody else follow me, okay? Here we go. Going now. I'm jumping now. Woo. All right, let's get back to town. Yeah, jump because I said so. Alright, so that was pretty easy. And I guess, yeah, let's just keep going this way. We'll go back to town and just teleport back over. How much is the teleport over there? It's 250. It's a lot. Honestly, we can make it back, though, just by doing this stuff. So we can just teleport over. How'd you spawn Malevolence? You have to kill the different waves of NPCs that are near him. And then it spawns them. It's pretty easy once you know how to do it. Do you think they should add instanced raids? No. The reason why is actually not because I don't want them. I would love to have them. But the problem is that the game, I just realized this isn't working. The game's fucked. It's borked, man. There's so many problems the game has. The last thing they need to do is introduce a force multiplier to those problems. Like, so it's like, okay, you know, like, well, we have problems with body blocking and sound effects and sound mixing in large groups. So now we're gonna have it with twice as many people or 3 times as many people. That seems like a terrible idea. Amazon's paying you all to play this game sometimes. You all sound miserable while playing it like you're being forced. I think that what you consider miserable is what other people consider, what's the word for it? Comfortably numb. We are simply playing the game. We are existing and playing the game. And it's like a zombie-like trance. And to be honest, it feels great. I love it. Is there a storage facility here? Yeah, there is. Okay, give me just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and bank some stuff, and then we'll head on over there. Does anybody want this, like this 533 bow or something like that? Like, I don't really know if you guys ever want this stuff, so like, if there's ever anything that I get and you want it, just let me know and I'll just give it to you. As I've said before, I don't really care. Oh, I should have used this. Oh, it would have done so much more damage. I'll take the bow. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'll give it to you, Wooly. Okay, that's taken care of. Just gonna get rid of these, put these in here for the indefinite future. Get rid of all this as well. I'm probably never gonna use any of this stuff, but I might as well just hold on to it. Oh, I have a bunch of legendary resources now. It's nice. That's garbage. Okay, now we're gonna teleport over to Cleve's Point Outpost. So everybody teleport over to there. Today, I don't know if we're gonna do it, but we need to go over and do this one at some point. Imperial Palace. Because we've never done it before. Over here, I'm just gonna... I hate to say it, guys, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy, but every single time that we get to a star medal, I'm gonna mine it. Because I'm really close to 175. PoE League reveal stream in 12 hours? Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to watch it. Do you like the current faction system? I think it could be a lot better. I think factions in games just don't mix with the modern gamer. I think the modern gamer, the 2021 gamer, is not compatible with factions. It's outdated design, yeah. Should have just been a guild system. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of ways they could improve it. Yeah, I was mining this stuff earlier. All of us have played WoW since vanilla has invested so much time and effort into the game that we're coping pretty much. Oh, you mean about like the problems with the game? Yeah, I mean I have too. I don't know, like, to me, I've always said, like, I don't like writing blank checks. I don't like trying to, like, saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna quit, I'm not gonna play anymore. Like, that's, you know, I'm done. Like, I don't like to make these pronouncements, but I think they've definitely done a lot to make me less enthusiastic about playing. But it doesn't mean I'll never play the game again. I mean, the truth is, like, I don't really care about, like, what NPCs are called. I just want the game to be good. I think that's the way most people feel. Like, most people, like, really just don't give a shit about this kind of stuff one way or another. They just want the game to be good, and if the game's good, they're good. It's literally that simple to them. So it's important to keep that in mind too. This forest is gorgeous. Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, we can cut the entire fucking thing down. Husband doesn't like MMO PvP. Yeah, I'm not really much of a PvPer in general. Do it? Okay, everybody wait a second. Everybody come over here. I'm gonna round up all the NPCs first. Yeah, let's get all these guys caught up. Oh, I'm probably gonna die here actually. Stupid of me to do this. Okay. Alright. After we loot this chest, everybody spread out, and everyone start cutting down trees until every single tree is cut down. Cut them all down. Get them all, every single one, boys. Every single fucking one. Oh my god. Good. No survivors. Holy shit. See, like, to me, that's so cool, man. That's so cool that we can do this. Like, this is just awesome. Like, you can affect, like there's so few games where, like, they're multiplayer like this, and you can, like, really affect the environment. Like, most of the time, like, the most you can do is, like, kill an NPC or open a door or something. Like, this is so cool. Look at that. There's just no more trees. We're killing all the corruption and all the trees. I think there's a chest over here. I don't remember. Let's see. Was I right? Looks like I wasn't. Okay.